Coming to you live from the Fortress of Solitude Studios here in the farm fields of Valparaiso, Indiana. It is your best friend in cards. That's right, it's your friend. It's Bart the Ripper. And we have before us this hanger box and blaster box, Topps 2022 Series 1. We love these cards so much that we're going to open some more of them. And we're going to open these cards for my new friends, Brendan and his beautiful wife, Jovi, and their furry sweetheart, Benny the dog. Benny the dog is going to be bringing us tons of good luck from Farmington Hills, Michigan. We do have this 2022 Top Series 1 Blaster and Hanger Box combo. This is a personal break for Brendan, Jovi, and Benny. And a special shout out to beautiful Jovi, who is 3 months pregnant. So that is so exciting. And they are huge Detroit Tigers fans. And you know what, Jovi, I was thinking about it. You're kind of responsible for me coming back to the hobby, making a comeback, because back in 2016, I sold off my entire baseball card collection, doing some emotional decluttering after my father passed away. And then the beginning of December of this year, I was in the storage room in the basement getting a head start on those Christmas DVDs that the family, the Fab Five, me, my sweetheart wife, Sparkle Barbie, and our 3 sometimes wonderful kids, we have a Christmas Eve tradition where we watch Christmas movies, and I have them in old school form, DVDs. So I was in there digging around looking for, the Christmas Story, or is it called a Christmas? You know what it's called, Bart. It's A Christmas Story, and of course, the movie Elf, and the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and Home Alone, and all those. And that movie Elf, when I heard your name, Jovi, of course that movie Elf came to mind. So it was that movie that got me back into the storage room, and I stumbled upon an old box. In that box was not only this Detroit Red Wings Sergei Fedorov signed puck. Look at that thing. I think I caught this across the head at a Blackhawks game, and Sergei signed it. But also what I found in there, which warmed my heart so much, was this 1980 Ricky Henderson rookie card. It's probably a PSA 1.5 that I hand pulled out of a card back in that year of 1980. Rode my bike down to Swanson's Dairy, grabbed a pack of the Tops, and out came Ricky Henderson. And he's been my favorite player ever since, so much so that my car is named after Ricky, because my car performs like Ricky, has a nice build, very strong build like Ricky, can hit the long ball, but can also get there with speed, has tremendous performance. Okay, enough about your car. Brendan's like, please get to the cards. That would be nice. So let's get to those cards. And John is here. Thank you so much for joining me with this. I was singing Mariah's song all morning. Mariah, Mariah, home. So John is here. Thanks for joining me in this. And we have these 2 boxes that we're going to get into right now. Let's open up this hanger and see what we can find inside. We know there's going to be 67 cards, and it's going to be loud when we take off this cellophane. Gotta be a better way that you could do that, Bart. My ears. I don't know a better way, but I know inside of here is going to be 67 cards in one pack, and it's going to be started off with Nelly Cruz right there on top. So let's get into that. We're going to pull that bottom, or that middle portion, all those AKA hits, to the back of the pack, if you don't mind that. She has watched the replay 10 times. Looks like we're getting a little internet action, but that's okay. It'll come back. So let's move those. Wait a minute. So how am I going to do this without you seeing? We'll do that. Hold on. It's like shuffling a deck. Move those to the bottom. Don't look. I see a blue one on there. That's a retail It's a retail parallel for us. And let's get into the top portion of these cards right there. But Amariah has watched the replay 10 times already just for your singing. Oh, that sweetheart. That's so nice. My singing. My poor family. Told you I kind of live with song. I live a life of song lyrics and movie quotes and baseball and football and sports references. So much so that I remember when kid one was 3, Lady and I were carrying in groceries, and at our old house there was a couple of steps to get in the house from the garage, and Stacy tripped a little. She didn't fall down, but she did stumble, and 3-year-old Madison said, "Down goes Frasier," because every time that I see somebody stumble or trip, I automatically just yell the same thing: "Down goes Frasier." So old 3-year-old Madison said that to her mother, and I was laughing so hard I was crying. Oh, so here we go. Nate Pearson is next. We have Brendan Jovi and their sweetheart dog Benny from Farmington Hills, Michigan. And also here from Michigan, I see Matt is here. Thank you for joining me. I think, Matt, I think you're in both of my upcoming weekend breaks, Saturday and Sunday, and I believe your brother is in both of those as well. I know Kelby from New York has those Mets, so John is shaking his fist in frustration about that. There's our home run leaders. And Keegan Aiken. And there is Turner, Soto, and Harper, but not Hooch. Turner and Hooch. Remember that movie? And I have, we sure are, can't wait. I can't wait either. I was telling my daughter, so kid one, she had one of her tires was low today, so I said, hey, when you come back from class, her sister, kid two, goes down to the big campus, Purdue. Kid one went to the big campus in West Lafayette for 1 year, and it just wasn't for her. There's rookie Erin Ashby. So she took a year off and now is back at school, but at the local Purdue Northwest. And I noticed that it looked like her tire was a little low, so I told her that when you come back from school in between classes, pick me up, Freddie Peralta. And there is Kurt, don't call me Yamaha Suzuki. Pick me up, we'll go air that thing up. And we did that. And of course, sure enough, she's like, I also need gas, Dad. So she got a full tank of gas as well. But I was telling her about the breaks coming up and how excited I was for them, and how I'm a little worried about myself because I can't wait to get my hands on these cards and open them for you guys. So it's like yesterday I had a noon break scheduled with Brian from Milwaukee, and I kept looking at the clock like, is it noon yet? I got to get in there. So I'm excited to be with you guys right now. There's Matt Chapman and Andre Jackson. I don't believe Brendan and Jovi, they were able to join me today live, but they did say they'll be watching that replay later today. There's Ketel Marte. And I do I blame or give credit to Jovi? Because Jovi, I think inadvertently, and maybe through some sort of osmosis, got me back into the hobby, because when I hear the name Jovi, I think of the movie Elf. And that was Will Smith as Elf, his sidekick, that sweet girl, Zoe something. Starts with a D, can't think of how to pronounce it. I could see the spelling in front of me, but old Zoe played the character of Jovi in that movie, and we absolutely love that movie in this family. We watch it every Christmas Eve. There's Joey Votto. And I was looking for that DVD along with the other Christmas time DVDs, stumbled into that old box, and it was literally a shoebox. Handful of cards in there, one of which was my 1980 Rickey Henderson rookie card, which is my favorite card I've ever had in my life, but I thought for some reason that I included that in all of the cards I ever had in my sale that I had back in 2016. Sold those cards to one of my buddies after I did my little emotional cleansing, cleaned out that storage room. And I don't regret that for 1 second. What I do love, though, is being back in the hobby. Hassan Kim, and I tell you, that gives you a couple more degrees of launch angle when you swing through your shoes like that. And there's Brian De La Cruz. He's one of those rookies. Enough about your stories, Bart. Just get back to the cards. And there's a Mike Trout in the blue parallel. So that is very nice. We got that. And then we back it up with the Buster Posey 87. How about that? And we've got Pete Alonso in the stars of the MLB. So John is cheering the polar bear on, and so is Amaraya and Juan Soto and Byron Buxton and Javier Baez. So right there is a hit for Brendan because that's now your Javi Baez with the Tigers. And as I have mentioned to Matt from Michigan many times, you're going to love this guy. You're going to love to watch him play because, man, can he play defense. And when he gets hot, he can rake, absolutely rake. But he will swing at balls in the dirt, but that's okay. Welcome to the show, Carlos Correa. So let's get some sleeves on some of these right here for you. And get them up here on the podiums. Got to have them on the podium. I had an uncle who played Major League Baseball. That's fantastic. Who did he play for? Do you know? We had a neighbor back in my old neighborhood as a kid. The Hughes family that lived at the end of the block, and they had some really great sons, Jack and Kevin and Scott, and their dad played for the Pirates. Had a cup of coffee with the Pirates, and those three boys were older than me and my brother, but they were like role model mentors, and this was literally what would happen. From time to time, they'd have their dad's old baseball bag full of bats and gear, and they'd come walking up the road, up Lark Avenue, and it was like the Pied Piper. We would just fall in line, and we would then all walk up to the local elementary school. Here's our blaster box. 9 to 9 cards inside, 7 packs, and we have that number patch card in here in the last pack. But they'd come rolling up the old avenue, and we'd walk over to the elementary school, which was right down the road from our house. That was nice. And we would play hardball from morning until you could not see the ball anymore. And it was all age groups. And I was like 5 when we first started playing hardball, 5 years old. And the Hughes brothers, a couple of them at the time were already out of high school, but they were so nice to us, such great mentors and really good athletes. There are our packs. Put them right over here. Make sure we've got, the patches at the bottom there. Move him over. Nothing up my sleeve and nothing in this box. So there we go. But I have such fond memories of that childhood because my brother and I were so fortunate to live in a neighborhood that had at least 4 or 5 other brother combinations that were close to us in age. So we had amazing hardball, as I said, day-long sessions, day after day after day. We had one of the greatest wiffle ball leagues you could ever in life hope for, and our backyard was the main wiffle ball field. And we even kept stats. We would cut bats out of cardboard and spray paint them silver for the Silver Slugger Award. And we had 2 categories, little guys and big guys. There's Vladdy Guerrero. Let's put him up on the podium because he's so sweet. And we would cut out the gold glove, spray paint that gold. Adam Wainwright, Jake Rogers, Kyle Gibson, Robbie Grossman. I will say this, and I'm sure you guys can all attest to it. The kids just don't play together outside unsupervised like we did, or like I did, I should say. You guys are probably all younger than me. You're ancient, Bart, that's why. But, everything's organized now. I mean, everything. The travel ball and everything else that goes on. But that's fine, that's cool. Enrique Hernandez, and then who do we have here? We have another Met. It's Jacob deGrom. Right there for stars in the MLB. I love those cards. I was actually bidding on lots of them yesterday. What do you mean? I'm watching TV with my lady friend and might sneak my phone in my hand from time to time and scroll on over on the eBay and see what's going on. But I love those stars of the MLB cards. So I noticed that people had collated a whole lot of them. Like one of the lots I was bidding on had 21 cards in it. I didn't win any of those, but I did win some 87 Mojo, so I have those coming to me. Joey Votto, Justin Dunn, Michael Brantley, Danny Jansen, Mookie Betts, Will Smith, Mr. Escobar, and there's Trevor Rogers making the play at first. There's Bo Bichette. I think he gets to it. What do you guys think? Yep. Zach Lowe, the rookie, right there. And then in the 87, we do have Kevin Gaussman, followed by Ronald Acuna Matata, right there, stars of the MLB. So he was one of those sweethearts that I was looking for in that stars of the MLB lot of 21 cards that I was bidding on. Problem with me, though, is I like to go to bed early, so a lot of the bidding ends after I go to bed. So I put in, here's my best bid. I think I'll win. And of course, so often I wake up and people have outbid me, but that's fine. That's fine. If you looked over to my right now, you'd say, you really don't need any more cards, Bart. Okay, we have 5 packs to go for Brendan Jovi and their fluffy friend Benny, and sweetheart Jovi is 3 months pregnant, so that is so exciting. I shouldn't tell you this story, Brendan, but I will. I was in my home office back in the day after Lady and I had gotten married, and we were only a few months into our marriage, and our plan was to wait 5 years to before we had a child. And we were 3 months into our marriage. She had gone to bed. There's Jake Double Cheeseburger. And I was in the office, I'm sure, working on our little small business. And I hear a little whimpering upstairs. I'm like, oh gosh, she's finally realized that she made a mistake marrying me. I better go check on her. So I went up there and I'm like, honey, are you okay? What's wrong? And she says, I think I'm pregnant. And I was like, oh my gosh. There's Kyle Muller for the rookie pile, Chris Bryant. And it I'm stunned completely because our plan was 5 years, so it wasn't even really in my mind. And there is Shohei and Kenta, pals right there, and our wins leader. And of course, I stroked her arm and comforted her and let her know that whatever it is, it's going to be fantastic. And I almost fell down the stairs, nervous, staggering down the stairs, thinking, oh my goodness, am I really capable of being somebody's father? There's Tyler Stevenson with the gold cup. And there is Max Muncy with the pick the game, call your shot to win, followed by Clayton Kershaw right there as stars of the MLB. So Brendan, you can let Jovi scratch that off, and hopefully you guys will win a trip to the 2023 Home Run Derby right there. So I staggered back downstairs into my home office, and from that moment on, my life was changed forever because, yes, indeed, she was pregnant. She was pregnant with kid 1, and the rest, as they say, is history. But man, I wouldn't change 1 second of one thing of that scenario. I may have added maybe 2 more kids in there. Hey, wait, Bart! Are you just saying that because Sparkle isn't here? And I say that now. I mean, the 3 kids are fantastic, and there's certainly more than a handful. But like I told her after we had the 2 girls, Mason Thompson for the rookies, and she said, should we have another? I said, I'll have as many kids as you want because you have the hard part. It's Edwin Diaz. And Hassan Kim, there's a double for us there. That's fine. We'll take as many Hassan Kims as we can get. There's Zach Pop. But we do have, so the girls are 22 and 19. That's hard to believe. And then kid 3 is 14. So, there's a 5-year gap between him and the youngest lady. So we did have some years in there where we did just have the 2, Nolan Arenado. Pete Alonso, there's the polar bear raking. And welcome to the show, Bryce Harper. And followed by Vladdy Guerrero right there in Stars of the MLB. We'll put him up there with himself. right up there with himself. And John is still looking for a wander. Poor John. Oh, John, I'm sorry. I swear to you that it is my mission to find you a wander. I know you were watching Brian's video yesterday and saw that I pulled 3 wanders for him. Pulled 3 wanders for Big Al from New York. And we're still searching for that first wander for you, but I'm telling you, we will find him. Hoy Park, rookie. Xander Bogaerts right there. JT Realmuto. Zach Thompson. Wilson Contreras. Drew Smiley. And then we have Luis Gill for the rookies. And Luke and Drew. I think he was safe. There's our guy, Bryce Harper again. John was in shock. Yeah, Kelby said you needed to be resuscitated. That means a big hit's going to be coming for you, though. And speaking of hits, here is a insert chrome. So here's a Topps chrome. Stars of the MLB, Chris Bryant. So that's a nice little card right there for Brendan. Followed by the Key Bryan, Kobe Hayes, Charlie's son. How many father-son combinations do we have right now in the MLB? I think it's fantastic. Got Charlie and Key Bryan. We got Bo Bichette, Dante. We got Vladdy. We got Fernando Tatis and Junior. Ryan Weathers right there. Emmanuel Clase. Kyle Lewis. Kyle Freeland. Joey Wendell. Garrett Cole. Brock Holt. There's Salvi Perez. We've got our strikeout leaders. And we have, there, speaking of Bichette and Vladdy, there they both are right there. Trevor Story. Kelby is here, and Kelby has a nice, cool variety pack pull or personal break coming up soon. Josh Reddick. In fact, I just staged your cards. Edward Cabrera, 87 rookie. Okay. And then we have Luis Robert right there in the Stars of the MLB. So let's put the 87 rookie back here with Kevin Gausman. We have 1 pack to go. And speaking of Kelby's, let me get my hands around these. So this is what Kelby has. Look at that thing. Look at this combo. This will be a personal break for Kelby. Every single one of these packs. And that's a hobby pack. Right. Oh, there's a hobby pack. A couple of chromes. That's a hobby pack of Series 1. The Gypsy Queen. And last but not least, Allen and Ginter. All of those. So that's cool. Hopefully you'll have a mascot auto in that opening day. And then we have this. We have the last pack for Brendan, his beautiful wife, Jovi, and their furry friend, Benny. And that's actually how we started, me and Sparkle. We started off right away. We got a dog, and her name was Putter. I was into golf a lot at the time. Her name was Putter, and she was one of the most magnificent black lab that you can ever have. And then Kid 1 came along and changed everything for the better. There's nothing that you could ever, I can never explain it to you enough. The instant love, it's an undeniable and almost indescribable love that you have when your child is born. I mean, it's just indescribable. Martin Maldonado. And as I told you, I mean, the statistic is the statistic. I've done all the spreadsheets, and, kids are about 68% overrated. But that, here we go. Stop your silly story bar. We got business to attend to. There's Corbin Burns. And we're looking next can be, drum roll please, John just faded again. He's like, really? I'm going to see another one? So behind door number one, we may have Wander Franco. So let's see. Let's hit the drum roll. And we do not. So we did get all excited. I'm sorry about that, Brendan. I would say about 70% of the time following Corbin Burns has been Wander Franco. But right now we got Kyle Schwarber following Mr. Burns. And there's Justin Turner and Dom Nunez. And we've got Safe at Home right there. Tyler Glasnow. And there's Tyler McGill on the rookies. And we've got the Yankees. And then next will be our patch manufacturer. Oh, no. Next is our blue. So we got another blue. It's a Mitch Haniger. Followed by our Yankee, Garrett Cole. And this blue is the retail blue. So those are not numbered. There's Garrett Cole with the jersey number medallion. These are nice. I liked last year's. Oh, I got to show you something. You guys will laugh. I liked last year's manufactured relic, but I like this year's better. And then we're followed by Christian Yelich right there with the stars of the MLB. Let's get the retail blue. Blue. Because blue, it's your color right now with Mitch Haniger. And that's what we have for Brendan, Jovi, and Benny, the 4 furry pawed friend. I apologize for getting all excited after the Corbin Burns there. I was anticipating seeing Wander Franco, but this time we did not. But I wanted to show you something funny. So I got this in the mail yesterday. This is from my friend, the Card Wolf. You should check out his YouTube channel, the Card Wolf. I'll cover his address there. But look at this envelope. So this envelope obviously was run over, fell out of the truck. They ripped it, so they retaped it. Look at the ends. It's filthy. It has tire marks on it. Inside it, so me and the Card Wolf did a trade. I sent him a commemorative patch, the 70th anniversary commemorative patch of Jim Palmer, because he's a huge Orioles fan. And then he sent me in return my guy Ronald Acuna Matata, Ronald Acuna Jr. And the mailman like ran it over, and some people kicked it around, and it's cracked all the way up here, and these top loaders cracked. But as far as for you, the Card Wolf, if you're watching this, or if you do watch this, I actually love this card cracked because, and I know you'll try to do something about it. I do not want you to do anything about it. I want this card and this card only, because this is now super special to me. Because think of what Ronnie had to go through to get to me, and he still made it. Oh, what a sweetheart. So that's a side story, but I thought that was fun. I received that in the mail. I'm like, who ran this thing over? It obviously fell out of the mail truck, probably ended up in a ditch, got back into a mail truck, was run over, cracked, and still made it. Ronnie still made it because it's just like Ronnie sang. So he is still my baby right there. I got that going for me. We got these piles of cards going for Brendan, Jovi, and Benny from Farmington Hills, Michigan. We have that right there. And I told you that fun story. This was also in that box. You're probably a Red Wings fan as well, as Sergei Fedorov. No, that's still mine. I'm keeping that. Pretty sure that hit me in the head. But that also in that box was my sweetheart Ricky. Ricky, oh Ricky, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. That is that card. Yep, it's damaged a bit, it's beaten up, but it's been with me since I was 9 years old. So Jovi kind of got me inadvertently through osmosis back into the hobby, because Jovi reminds me of the movie Elf. The movie Elf is what led me into the storage room, and I stumbled upon that Ricky Henderson, and that's where we are today. But I also wanted to give you a couple of other things, just in case we didn't get too many Tigers in there. I do have this Bo Burrows rookie card for you. I want to include that with your mailing, along with the Kyle Funkhauser, because with a name like Funkhauser, you've got that going for you. And then look at this, Brian Garcia in the Heritage, the rookie right there. And in case you wanted to open anything on your own over there, I'm going to send this 1990 Score Major League Baseball pack to you also. So that is yours. And we got all excited for the Wander. That's my fault. I will find you one if you want me to. I certainly will. And that goes for you too, John from New York. I will find you one. Kelby, let me know what you want to do on your personal break. When you want to get that on the books, I'll be happy to make your schedule work. If you want to do that live, we'll do it live. Do have Kid 3 has a volleyball game coming up today. I'm super excited about that. The season has started. So it'll be the second match this week. He's got 3 next week. Never thought I would get this much enjoyment out of volleyball, but our little school doesn't have a football team, so he plays baseball, basketball, and volleyball. That becomes a big sport here in the PCC, the Porter County Conference. So one more time for my friends Brendan, Jovi, and Benny from Farmington Hills, Michigan. I'm going to box all of this up for you, send it on out to Farmington Hills. I really appreciate you giving me an opportunity, because there are thousands of breakers out there, and there's only one prep league rookie named Bart the Ripper, and you gave me a shot, and that means a lot to me. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great time. If you're watching the video and you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel. Leave me some comments. Click that bell so you're notified when I do go live, and hit the like button on each and every video that you watch. That would mean a great deal to me. You guys have a great day. I'm actually coming back in just a few minutes because I have my very first care package. So my friends, right here, I'm not going to show the address, but here's this care package. It's my very first care package that was sent to me by Tim from New York with his sweetheart daughters, Casey and Violet. So I have no idea what's in this box, and I'm shaking with excitement to get to it. So I'm going to do that in a separate video, and that's going to be coming up live next in just a few moments. So if you'd like to see what's inside that box, I know I'm super excited to break into that and find out what's going on, but I appreciate them so much for sending it. I'll be going live with that in about, I don't know, 10 minutes. So see you then. Thanks for watching. See you in the next